Hello, fellow Cravers, and welcome to another WWE Predictions. It is time for a little bit of payback. As always, you have me, GD, and I'm joined by my co-host on the predictions, Hanksy. How are you doing, mate?
All good. A bit tired. All good.
So this is
showing of Guardians of the Galaxy last night. So
no, I'm not going into Wednesday, which is a bit. But we've got something else that we've got to look forward to first. We have got Payback on Sunday. It is the first pay-per-view after WrestleMania as well. And we are going to kick things off straight away by doing the first match, which I completely stumbled on those words. It is for the Women's Championship. It is Bayley versus Alexa. So, now, if people haven't watched since WrestleMania, wondering why is Alexa on this, why she's going to be facing for the Raw Women's Championship when she was on Smackdown. Well, simple enough. There has been a little bit of a WWE Superstar shake-up, which was absolute rubbish.
But yeah, it was really, wasn't it?
Well, the thing is, what was the highlights from it?
The problem is this year. Normally WrestleMania is sort of like the end of the season, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then everything starts afresh. But there was still so many feuds still going on after WrestleMania.
Well,
and then they've split people up halfway through feuds, which is why we've got, we're going to talk about tonight is 2 matches with people off both rosters. Going on, and then you've got feuds that just sort of like fizzled out, like the whole Dean Ambrose versus
Baron Corbin.
Oh, Baron Corbin, you're gonna have to help me out a lot tonight, mate.
No, don't worry, mate.
Whole Baron Corbin Dean Ambrose thing, which just sort of fizzled out because they've moved Dean Ambrose to Raw. It's just a little bit. I don't know. I think it's been a bit of a mess, really.
Well, it's like you mentioned. We've got 2 matches, which, by the way, Payback is supposed to be a Raw exclusive pay-per-view as well.
Yeah.
And on this pay-per-view, we have not just 2 Smackdown matches. Technically, well, Smackdown versus Raw matches. We can actually technically class them as. But we've also got a Smackdown Championship, which is on the line.
I know,
And we're still not 100% sure if there is the other match is for the WWE Championship, because it's not now. They've actually said now it's not for the championship.
Said now that it's not.
Thank
for
God.
the championship, which is good. We'll get to that.
Yes, we will.
Later, but I'm glad they've done that. But But no, it's a little bit of a mess, isn't it? I think, since the shake-up, because it wasn't a proper draft. I think they should have left it a couple of months and then done a proper redraft.
There is rumours still that there is going to be a draft I think they're saying around about the summertime, which I'm hoping you're looking around about July. But then again, I don't want that, because that's what, in my opinion, ruined SummerSlam, was the whole brand split. Oh, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Okay. That's an unusual way to start this off.
What's happened?
So, it's a draw. No, screw that. We're not. No. We're not having a draw here. We are not having a draw here. We are making this a rematch. Screw that. I'm taking control here. This is going to be a match. I want a match. We are not having a fucking.
Really. We haven't even talked about this match.
Exactly. Anyway, now before he goes back again, and we are not counting that as a result, that double count out. No. Let's talk about the actual both women's divisions. What has happened because of the the Superstar shake-up. So, like I said, we've got now Alexa Bliss, who is now a Raw superstar. And it is also Mickie James has also moved over to Raw as well. While looking on the SmackDown side of things, you've got Tamina, which I'm going to be honest, I didn't really count her on either brand at the moment.
She wasn't, as far as I know, drafted to either, was she? So
no.
She was on the shelf. So the only one that's actually come across is Charlotte to SmackDown. Which
Yeah.
is a big deal, don't get me wrong.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's a massive deal.
The thing is, it's
and probably
basically
needed.
is needed. Well, it's not as needed as we thought it would be because we've actually looked into it a bit, looking by heel and face superstars mix up, and at the moment, SmackDown has got two.
SmackDown's got a real problem with heels.
Oh God, they've got two. It's not that they haven't got enough; they
two
haven't got
face.
two. They've got too many.
Yeah, it's a real issue for them, I think, because
But
you've got the only face you've got on at the moment is Becky and
Naomi.
Naomi. Now
Yeah.
I'm thinking there might be. I don't know. Did you think there was a hint of a face turn for Charlotte?
I think there is. Now,
Next
if
week?
people don't know what has happened on Tuesday, there was what they're classing as a women's division revolt, where we've got Carmella, Natalya, and Tamina actually interrupting the WWE Women's Championship match on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So the main reason why they're doing this is because Charlotte has pretty much been given a championship opportunity out of the blue.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. Well, I wouldn't say it's out of the blue.
Well, I would say it's more. It feels.
She's got a pedigree, bless her. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not
but
like
there's a
she's
pedigree, and
just
it's
turned
more.
up from NXT.
Yeah, but it
and
feels
she
like
did,
that she
and she
has
did.
just turned up onto SmackDown, and if I do understand, I hate to say this, but I am on the
She
side
wasn't
with
given- she
Natalya and
wasn't
all
given
that
a
lot.
title shot. Yeah, but she wasn't given a title shot straight away. She was told that she had to take up. You know, she demanded a title shot, and what Daniel Bryan said to her is, you can have a title shot if you can beat Naomi, you know, in a match without the title being on the line, which she did.
Yeah, but
So
then
she's
it
beaten
feels
the
like
women's champion.
where I understand where you got Natalya. Natalya and Carmella, it makes sense. They didn't win at WrestleMania. But you got Tamina, who is pretty much she has got the pedigree as much as Charlotte has.
Yeah.
The thing is, Jimmy
hasn't been-
Superflies.
she isn't-
Yeah.
Yes, but she isn't 6-time women's champion, is she?
Yeah, but that was 6 times of the play hot potato with the Raw Women's Championship year.
Well, it wasn't all Raw. It was WWE.
Oh god,
Start
yeah,
with, isn't it? But
WWE Raw, but it was still playing hot potato between her and Sasha Banks.
Yeah. Yeah. But even so, you know, I think she's. I don't know. I think she had a claim. I think a fair enough claim. But anyway, coming back to what we're talking about, we should really go back to Raw, shouldn't we, in a minute?
Yeah, let's move on.
But talking about, I did feel there was possibly a sense of. The match is finished.
Yeah.
A sense of a face turn. So just quickly this match then before we talk.
Yeah, so Alexa Bliss, she basically has been given the opportunity because she won, which I think it should have been the same with the SmackDowns. She won a fatal 4-way match between her, Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, and the other person. Oh, Mickie James.
Yeah.
But she sneakily got the victory. She stole the victory, but that's the best way. Look, it's Alexa Bliss. She didn't steal it. She took the smart route.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's no other way to beat Nia really at the moment.
Oh God, no.
But she did well. But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. But again, I'm glad she's hit the shot. My concern when they moved her across was that she'd be a little bit further down the card, so the fact they could still push her was good.
Especially with what strength she had at SmackDown as well.
Yeah.
So, anyway, quick question, mate. Who do you think's going to win? Do you think it's going to be Bayley or Alexa Bliss?
I think probably Bayley, because I think there'll be interference from Nia. Possibly.
I think Alexa Bliss. But I think Alexa Bliss. I agree with you. I think Bayley's going to win.
Yeah.
But it's going to be disqualification. But I don't think it's Nia.
Yeah, I think so. You think Sasha?
I still think Sasha Banks is going to turn on her.
It's so. I mean,
it's going to happen.
If she does, then they have a similar problem. SmackDown with too many heels. That's the problem. I agree with you, and I want it. I think we all want the Sasha Banks heel turn.
They could turn Emma here. They could turn Emma face.
Well, not really at the moment though, because she's got this issue, this thing going on. Well, she's got this thing going on
with Dana Brooks. Yeah.
Dana Brooks.
But
I mean, so I think I agree. But I want Sasha to turn. It seems like they're still planning it.
Yeah.
But then they seem to just keep pulling back. I don't know.
Well, either way, the game thinks that Bayley's going to win keep hold of her championship. Now it's time for us to move on to our next match, which is for the tag team championships. It is the Hardy Boys versus Sheamus and Cesaro. Yeah. Right, now, where do we begin with this? So the Hardys are back. And not just back, but they end up coming back at WrestleMania and winning the Raw Tag Team Championships.
That was so brilliant.
Well, I was
so excited. I think, because we knew that they would we all knew that they were going to re-sign, that they possibly had re-signed, but I don't think any of us really expect them to come back.
Yeah, I think it was, if anything, we kept on saying if they were coming back, it was going to be the Raw after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which I think it wasn't. But then I think when things started building up, like you said yourself, it got turned into a ladders match. Yeah. It was like, this is getting a little bit.
It seemed like it was all being set up, and then the New Day came out on WrestleMania and and I don't know, what did you think? I thought they were gonna. I thought they're going to announce themselves. I thought they know what we want.
Yeah, we want the New Day.
And then I thought they're going to announce themselves joining it. And then the music came, and I was like, oh wow, yes, they are here.
Yes,
and that was great. It was great to see. I mean, again, you can see Jeff jumping off a 14-foot ladder again.
Basically breaking for Sheamus.
Yeah. So we've gone back 10 years, isn't it?
But I'm happy that the Hardy Boys are back, but at the moment, we understand why there's not that much character built for the Hardys at the moment, because they want that broken gimmick still. I think the last rumours we've heard about it is that they've kind of struck a deal with Impact for the broken gimmick.
I don't know if the deal's been struck yet, but a deal will be struck soon.
Yeah.
And there's an interesting tweet from Matt this week.
Yeah.
Because it was a tweet because he's been quite clever. If you've been watching his Twitter feed, he's been tweeting out as a broken Matt, and he's been tweeting out as sort of like normal Matt. And so it's like the split personality. And he tweeted out not long after WrestleMania, didn't he, that they something along the lines of the fantastic response of the crowd and have cured his condition for the time being, is what I said. For the time being.
In other words, we can't do it at the moment, but give us some time. We will make sure we get this gimmick.
There's been lots going on, although they're not supposed to. There has been. He's been off. He's been doing the delete thing off camera a little bit. You'll notice he's doing it. And when Jeff's talking, he's been talking to himself and doing all sorts of mad shit in the background. And then, as I say, there was a tweet this week, I'm trying to find it now, where he basically talked about his condition possibly coming back.
Well, it's like, what's it called? I think one of the things that I love at the moment, it is basically the thingy card. Hi, Becky. There's the actual where they say this is the match card, and you always look at Jeff where he looks like old Hardy Boys Jeff, and then you look at Matt who's on the background, and he looks like he's just smiling, waving at you.
Oh, he's doing that crazy smile.
The crazy smile with the eyes, and it's like, oh, come on, just hurry up with the goddamn deal. And as much as they can try to hide the delete thing, you can't hide the audience doing it.
No, and he's doing it to him. He's been doing it to him, and so.
Well, he doesn't even have to do it to him. It's like we'll talk a bit about more about Roman Reigns later, but the Raw after WrestleMania, the start of it was him in the middle of the ring, and you heard them all. There was some chants there that you can't really say in a PG era. Everyone is. I'm well, thank you very much. But there's some chance. But you notice that they were still doing the whole delete stuff as well, and they still do it along the way. It's like it's now been infused into the WWE universe, and there's no way of getting it out. But yeah, like I said, it's just a matter of time now for this.
Yes.
But it's nice to see that the Hardy Boys are back. They are champions. I don't know how long the Hardys are going to be around for, but George is going to be back. That's another good point. Talking about tag teams, so going back to the shake-up again, Raw has ended up getting Heath Slater and Rhino.
Yeah.
Nice deal.
Yeah.
But they've also got the Revival, who unfortunately is one of them is injured at the moment. So that kind of closed down whatever story. But then again, by the looks of things, that story would have been closed down anyway, because the New Day have gone over to SmackDown, and so has Primo and Epico have gone over as well to SmackDown.
Yeah.
And they've finally dropped that stupid.
Well,
we're trying to
the name, haven't they?
They've dropped the name.
They're not Shining Stars anymore.
They've dropped that whole
Colons.
stupid gimmick.
Yeah. They're the Colons now. They're not the Shining Stars.
Well,
so rebranded this week.
My question is, they've gone back to the Clones again. Do you think we might see Carlito coming back?
Possibly.
Yeah, it'd be either the manager or turn them into a faction.
Yeah.
But another question here is, now because of the draft, we now have Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose on the same brand again. Do you think we might... And all of them are classed as faces now. Do you think we're going to be seeing the reunion of the Shield?
We all want it. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's got...
It's going to happen.
I think there might, but I think it won't be for quite a while. I think we need, if anything, if it's going to be reuniting themselves again, it will be against the new authority.
Yeah. I think we might see little when they happen to be in the ring or around the ring at the same time. You might see little reunions.
Yes.
But I don't think we'll see a full reunion. I mean, from what I've read and my understanding is that Vince still wants to push them as
single competitors. That's
superstars, not as a group. And they're probably, obviously Roman. They've all got their own storylines.
Yeah,
pretty strong storylines going at the moment. But it'd be the best thing for Roman.
Oh God, yeah, it'd be the best thing for Roman. It would be if you want to turn him into a face again. There you go, just do that.
Yeah.
So
So I think I don't perceive it for a while.
No, me too. I think if anything, it'd probably be closer to SummerSlam. If anything, we might see some inklings in that. But I think if anything, I'm gonna guess if Survivor Series, maybe.
Yeah.
So, quick question, of course, about this match while it's still going on. Who do you think is going to win? Do you think it's going to be the Hardys, or do you think it's going to be Cesaro and Sheamus?
I think the Hardys will keep it for now.
Oh God, it does the delete thing.
I think the Hardys will keep it for now. I think they, at the moment, they're placeholding a little bit while they sort out the broken thing. So
yeah,
because there's a big push coming. What's rumoured there's a big push coming for Jeff, isn't there? Again, as a single competitor. Now Matt.
From that.
Yeah, I do too. But if they've got the broken gimmick, then actually, if he can do the whole broken Matt Hardy thing, and can build, can build a storyline around that, then he won't be overshadowed by Jeff.
No.
You know, that's the thing.
The thing is, that whole broken gimmick has really helped Matt himself get. Well, I think that has made him come back to the WWE, if anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think when he left when they had their last few runs, really, Jeff was always the star, wasn't he? And Matt was always the less interesting of the two, maybe. But it's been switched around since they've been away.
Yeah.
Jeff's been the support to Matt around his character. So if it's coming back, which it looks likely, it's going to be coming back pretty soon.
Well, they did a top 6 about the Hardys, some stuff that you don't know. They talked a little bit about the championships that they've held. Now, we already know about Jeff. He's been World Heavyweight Champion. He's been WWE Champion.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy, on the other hand, the only major championship he's held while it was WWE was the ECW Championship. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, he's held other things like the... I like to remind people that Matt Hardy used to be the Cruiserweight Champion.
Yeah.
So, he's held a couple of championships, but he's never held the WWE or World or one of the major championships itself.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the ECW isn't. It's just which ones are still around now. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So we'll wait and see. It's going to be. So
personally, myself, I do also think that the Hardys are going to walk out as champions still. I just feel like a month is too short of a run for them. And I think they don't really want to get things moving on until they've got things secure at the moment. And at the moment that we know of, they haven't. And by gimmick-wise. But, so according to the match, we are both wrong. Cesaro and Sheamus are going to be walking out as champions again. So,
you know what? I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't mind, but I'd rather have the Hardys at the moment.
Yeah, I would. So, as I say, we shall see what happens. But as I say, I think we're all just hoping sooner rather than later. We'll see the broken universe, broken brilliance. He's definitely up there. I'll just go through his Twitter feed now. He's definitely up to it this week.
Yeah.
There's been lots talking about the celestial voices. And,
so it feels like they have either already secured the deal or Matt's just being Matt.
Matt will be Matt, but Matt's, he hasn't got the freedom he hasn't got the freedoms that he had when he was on the independent scene. So if he's tweeted stuff out, it will be because WWE have said they're giving him the green light. I would expect.
Quick question: we have got one of the kickoff matches. The kickoff match I want to mention as well because of it being a tag team match. Enzo and Kaz versus Galas and Anderson. Of course, these guys are going to be facing each other, especially since the whole six-man tag match that happened on Raw this week, wasn't it? Where Enzo got took out by Galas and Anderson to make it now into Kaz. It was Kaz, Finn Balor and Seth Rollins versus So, quick question: who do you think is going to win, Enzo, Cass, or Galas and Anderson?
I'm hoping Enzo and Cass. You know what? Do you know what? One thing I do feel bad about is the fact that Enzo and Cass were obviously on for a big push prior to WrestleMania, and I just get I just feel that because the Hardys are now back, it's sort of pushed them down again a little bit. And I think it's a shame because I think we were all expecting them to pick the title up sooner rather than later, weren't we?
We all thought they would be the ones that was walking out of WrestleMania until the Hardys got announced. Yeah.
So I do feel a little bit like I feel sorry for them because I do feel like they've been pushed back down the card a little bit at the moment.
No,
as of Galas and Anderson, to be fair.
Yeah, not saying that they haven't at the moment. I feel like Enzo and Kaz will get that opportunity sooner rather than later. But personally, I would like to see Enzo and Kaz versus the Hardys. I think it would be quite an exciting match, actually. But anyway, let's move on to our next match, which is for the United States Championship, Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho. So
Our first Smackdown match.
Our first yeah, because all right, I like to point this out. So United States Championship is now officially one of the Smackdown Championships, since the Intercontinental, which Dean Ambrose holds, is now with Dean Ambrose on Raw. So whoever wins this match will be officially a Smackdown superstar as well.
Yeah.
Saying that,
which
I feel like we already know who's going to win this match, and it'll be a huge shock if they don't.
Yes, I would agree.
Since there has been rumours already coming out. Oh, it's not rumours. I think we already knew this was going to happen. We might as well say this. Who do you think is going to win this match?
I think Kevin Owens is going to win this match.
I think Kevin Owens is going to win this match as well.
I would be incredibly shocked if he didn't.
Yeah, same here.
I think on this one.
Now, the reason why I think we both will be shocked is that I think we both know that Chris Jericho's current run with the WWE is actually supposed to be ending on May the 1st, which is basically the Raw after Payback. Yeah. Because he's supposed to be going on tour again with Fozzy.
Well, he is on tour.
He's on tour.
He's at Donington. He's at Donington Festival.
Yes.
Download Festival and Milton Keynes, I think, later.
So he's going on tour, but I think this is the reason why it's usually this time of year that he does have the break, because he's touring. Anyway. Which is kind of funny. You could just put him on NXT for a little bit. He could go and help those guys out, since they're going to be at Download Festival as well. But
this is it, isn't it? When he's toured, he's in the past. He's toured when he's been in the States and wrestled at the same time, because he can do that, can't he? Yeah. He could do a Raw on a Monday or Smackdown on a Tuesday, as it was before, and then he can do his gigs later on in the week. But as I say, we know he's actually on a European tour.
Yeah, I think it's not
very
just
difficult.
I think it's not just that. Yeah. The thing is, he's not as young as he was when he did those kind of things.
Do you know how old Chris Jericho is?
How old is Chris Jericho? Well, he's done 25 years with the WWE, so I'm going to guess off the top of my head, he's 40-ish.
47.
Seriously, he doesn't look 47.
No.
God, man, seriously.
I know that because it was mentioned by Diamond Dallas Page as part of his acceptance speech at the Hall of Fame. Because Diamond Dallas Page does this yoga and stuff.
Oh yeah, DDP yoga.
And he's into wellness, isn't he? He's into all this wellness stuff and mindfulness.
Well, he does a lot for WWE. It's legends.
Well, I mean, he sorted out Kevin Nash and
Razor Ramon.
And
Jake the Snake. Yeah, to
Jake
a point
Roberts,
that
basically they probably wouldn't be around if it hadn't been for DDP.
Yeah.
But he's also worked on a stack of other stars, one of which was Chris Jericho. Okay. And he mentioned the fact he's 48. Right, 48. You think the state of the Undertaker is in body-wise, and why he's at, he's 50. What's the Undertaker? 50, early 50s, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm trying to think how old he is. It's not that much further ahead.
Well,
they're both in the business round about a similar time, weren't they? Obviously, Chris was on WCW, while Undertaker was on Raw. I know WWF as it was at the time. So, but yeah, definitely.
But then again, I feel like Chris Jericho, compare it to The Undertaker, Jericho hasn't taken as many risks as The Undertaker.
Probably not.
Not just that. The thing is, we do say that he does take the occasional break. The Undertaker, on the other hand, for the last couple of years, he's only shown up probably once or twice in the year. Yeah. But with Jericho, he has breaks himself for touring reasons, of course. But the question is it because of rock and roll that's made him stay like this?
It could be. You'd expect it to be the other way, wouldn't it?
Oh God, yeah. But then again,
right?
he keeps himself fit. That's the thing. He does keep himself as clean as he possibly can. The thing is, it's with him. His mindset is music and wrestling. It's always been like that, which of course everyone is thankful for. I think everyone has their favourite Jericho moment. We sound like we're saying goodbye to Jericho. He's not actually going. He's just going for a little bit.
He's not even. He's not even finished his run really. He's basically going to be on leave.
Yeah.
And then he's back because he's actually been advertised for shows in July.
Yeah, exactly.
So we know he's going to be back by SummerSlam. So it is a short one. As I say, whatever it is, whether it's DDP or drinking green drinks, I don't know what it is, but he's doing something right.
Good. So especially when he's facing people like Kevin Owens on a constant basis.
This run that he's had over the last 6 to 8 months. Well, no, it's over 12 months now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Been back before WrestleMania, didn't it?
Yeah.
For me, I reckon it's been the best run that he's ever had.
Oh God, yeah. The thing is, it's not just that he's had a mixture of being a face and a heel with this run as well. Yeah. And I think he loves this. What run he has done right now, he has loved it, and you can tell he has.
Yeah. The whole stuff around the list, and I mean, it's just such a simple gimmick, but it's brilliant. We all love it.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's not just that. I feel like going back to why we think Kevin Owens is going to win this match anyway. Yeah. The thing is, Kevin Owens has already been shown up on SmackDown with Chris Jericho, who hasn't. We already know who whoever wins this match, his next opponent is, and it's going to be at Backlash in 3 weeks' time. That is AJ Styles. And I think it just makes Kevin Owens and AJ Styles have already been against each other quite often.
Yeah. And I mean, on SmackDown as well, the rivalries are already good. I mean, they were going to because Kevin Owens is so good.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, just give him somebody. He's happy.
Yeah. He's so good on the mic. You just think the stuff that he's been doing over the last couple of weeks and winding people up and getting in people's heads, if you were then to put him back on Raw, I think that would be a little bit of a missed opportunity, I think. And I think SmackDown needs him. Particularly with the Miz moving to Raw.
Yes, definitely. They need a proper heel. Again.
They need a clever heel.
Yeah, and Kevin Owens is definitely one of those clever heels. Well, according to the match, Kevin Owens is going to be walking away with the US Championship again as well. Yeah. I think this isn't a prediction. I think we would be more surprised if Kevin Owens doesn't win this match, just because of what we know is happening outside of the ring of this.
Yes.
But
I'll tell you something as well. Tell you something else though. I wouldn't be massively surprised if when Jericho comes back from his break, he didn't show up on SmackDown.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Yeah.
I think we might end up with both.
The thing is, but then again, so we've got AJ Styles facing whoever's going to be winning this. Now, I think everyone wants AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura anyway.
Yeah.
Who would you actually like to see Kevin Owens properly face with the US Championship on the line? Not AJ Styles.
I think Baron Corbin could be good, but that's heel versus heel. Really, I know.
I'm going to say this now, but I would actually like to, and we've had this match many, many times now. Sami Zayn. I want that rivalry back. I would love that rivalry back. Yeah.
Or for either that or for Zayn to take a heel turn.
That would be one of the most weirdest ways to turn him into a heel. Sami Zayn. The guy is too nice to be a heel.
No, but I think it'd be interesting to see it. We've seen it before, haven't we? I don't know. I'd like to see them back together in a way as well. But as I said, I do agree with you, and I'm really glad that Sami Zayn is on SmackDown because I think he'll get a push.
Yes, same. Yeah.
I mean, don't spend too much time talking about SmackDown, but we've seen some rather strange pushes over the last few weeks now, so I don't see why Sami Zayn shouldn't get a push.
Anyway, mate, let's move on to our next match, which is a match that was supposed to be happening probably at Fastlane. Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe. So I am surprised Samoa Joe had no involvement with WrestleMania whatsoever.
Yeah, he didn't even show up. He would turn up at some point.
I thought he would have at least been in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, but he wasn't even there.
Well, I wasn't that surprised. I feel he's above them on the card.
Yeah, but you say above them, but it feels like there's a difference between not being there whatsoever and actually being in a match that has basically let's put everybody in it. It's in my opinion, it's saying those people in the Andre Battle Royal is better than Samoa Joe.
I presumed we'd see him interfere with the Triple H Seth Rollins match. That's what I thought would happen.
Yeah,
and then that would have linked into the feud going forward to this pay-per-view. So I was surprised. Yeah, I was surprised that he wasn't there at all. Yeah. It's very strange.
We might as well talk about that match, by the way. If people didn't know, WrestleMania, it was a non-sanctioned match between Triple H and Seth Rollins. If people didn't know, Seth Rollins won. But more importantly from it, we have now, because of that match, we don't know where Triple H has gone for a bit. And we haven't got Stephanie McMahon as running Raw for a bit as well. Instead, we've got Kurt Angle instead.
Yeah, as I said, we haven't mentioned the fact we've got a new general manager.
Yeah, I feel this is the greatest point to do it. So yeah, Kurt Angle.
He's doing well as well.
Oh, he's funny.
I like Kurt Angle. I like it. I think it's funny. I don't know. I like Mick Foley.
I do too, but I feel like.
But the whole bumbling fool type routine. I think it's old now.
Yeah.
I think it's just a bit old.
The thing, like you said, I like Mick Foley, and I feel like especially when he gets passionate about certain things, he does it well. But Kurt Angle, I feel like we was expecting Kurt Angle to become the general manager no matter what anyway.
Yes.
Because he did want to come back into weekly WWE, but not as a. I think he does want to be wrestling again as well. But I think they're waiting for his medical to go through or something like that.
Yeah.
But as general manager, like you said, he's been doing brilliantly with it.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's helped. I think it's helped that Steph McMahon hasn't been around. So he's been able to build his part without having to share the limelight with Steph. I think that's helpful.
But
she'll be back soon, I'm presuming.
It feels like it's the same old Kurt Angle as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
The thing is,
I love the fact when he comes out and they'll start chanting "You suck" at him.
Yeah, he's happy.
Sort of like, it's done as a way, it's a term of endearment these days, isn't it?
Yeah. The thing is, you've got to chant that. I think it's.
I think Roman comes out and they really mean it.
The thing is, I think it's not that. I think now there is actually a generation where Kurt Angle comes out, they think that is how the actual chant's supposed to go.
Yeah.
They probably don't even know what the backstory of the whole chant is.
No.
But it's like one of my favourite bits which has happened so far since WrestleMania. And I think it was the first time we had Kurt Angle. First night Kurt Angle was a Raw general manager. Between him and Enzo and Kaz. And having a little conversation.
It was basically doing their normal, my name is Enzo, wasn't it? But doing it in a conversational way.
How you doing?
When they did the essay,
well,
at the end they walked away and he's like, "This face smells soft." Oh no, that was good. Because he is very good. He's very good on the mic, and he's, so yeah.
The thing is, there is a reason why he's a Hall of Famer, and this is the reason why.
Yeah, it's
it was with Kurt Angle. It was a when, not an if, with that guy.
What did you? So we haven't talked about not on this anyway. We haven't talked about what we actually thought of WrestleMania. What was your overall feeling on WrestleMania?
There was parts that I definitely enjoyed. There was some parts that actually did shock me. For example, the Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles one. I think the more we talked about it and thought about it, Shane McMahon not being a wrestler type, but more of an extreme type. But he actually did wrestle in that match, which was a huge shock to me. And he actually did wrestle properly. It was actually AJ Styles that turned it into more than a wrestling match. And I think that was definitely one of the best, especially being the first match on WrestleMania itself. It was a great way to kick it off. But I feel like near the end, it did get a little bit stale, but I think it was more to the fact that they had one match which we still don't agree should have been the Universal Championship match. And that didn't even take that long, did it? And then, of course, it was Roman Reigns versus Undertaker, which we will talk a bit more into in a bit. I think, actually, is that our next match?
I thought it was interesting. I thought it was a strong first half and a weak second half.
So, basically, WrestleMania in a nutshell.
That's what I felt WrestleMania. I felt the first half very, very good. And I thought the second half just very, very weak, really. I mean, we'll talk about this again in a bit, but the Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt was just a bit of a fizzle out, I felt. And, but now we'll talk about that later. Well, yes. So who do you think is going to win this one?
I think Seth Rollins is going to walk out the winner of this match myself. I think they need to build his momentum a bit more and more as it is. No offense to Samoa Joe, but I think being a heel, he can take a loss.
He can,
what about you, mate? Who do you think is going to win?
No, I agree. I think it's going to be Seth. I think similar reasons, really. I think they're trying to build some momentum behind Seth again at the moment. I don't know where he goes, though. I don't know where they go with Seth, because the push seems to be Roman.
I think at the moment, it would still be Samoa Joe when it comes to the next Raw pay-per-view, which I'm not 100% sure what it is at the moment. We'll have to look into that. I feel like Raw is getting weird at the moment with where they're pushing where. But anyway, according to the match, it thinks that Seth Rollins is going to beat Samoa Joe as well. So either way, I think it's going to be a good match.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think it should be very good.
So anyway, mate, let's go on to our next match. Which right, we have a little bit of explaining to do here, and that is Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. Now, our matches we just do it as a normal match. But the actual match itself is a House of Horrors match. Now, WWE has still not told us what the hell a House of Horrors match is.
I don't think they know.
I don't think they know themselves.
I'm hoping they know, because it's,
well,
2 nights away.
The latest
I don't think they know.
Well, the latest rumours... Oh, shit, I didn't know that the thingy was on there. But the latest rumours is of it that they wanted to make it so, you know, like when it came to WrestleMania where you had the whole thing on the ground?
Yeah.
They wanted to try and do 3D holographics in the match.
To me that didn't work at all.
No, it didn't.
The whole maggots wriggling around. I just thought, oh no, I don't. This is shit.
Now, I'd like to point out I've not seen that match myself yet, but I've seen screenshots of it where you got Randy Orton in the middle of the ring with maggots on the canvas, and I'm thinking, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, they just said every time Bray Wyatt sort of went into this little crabby thing that he does, it went or threw his head back, sort of as he does.
Yeah.
As they call arachnophobia.
Right.
The ring would change, and it would be, some sort of insects. And it was just bizarre. I think a bit of a letdown. So I would have rather they didn't do that. No. I would have rather they just had a bloody good match, because you've got two incredibly good performers, and it was less emphasis on the performance.
I would say have a little bit of the whole
set.
mystical stuff, but I think you went a bit too far with the whole ring mat stuff.
Yeah.
What I saw from it.
So I don't know how they're going to do this House of Horrors. I don't know whether it's going to be ring-based or whether they're going to do it outside of the ring. I don't know.
My question is, what would you like to see it be?
What I would like it to be, right, would be almost like them being in a haunted house, fun house type situation, just fighting their way through from room to room is what I would like.
Start in an actual House of Horrors type of thing.
That would be what I would like. You know what I mean?
I agree. I feel like that's what it should be. Try and avoid something in the actual ring itself, because
I think so.
The thing is, it feels a little bit of a letdown. This is because of the shake-up as well, because most of us was expecting it for the WWE Championship, and it feels like that they've thrown the whole kayfabe thing out the way, where Bray Wyatt's not got his opportunity a rematch for the championship.
Yes.
Which
but I'm glad. I'm glad they've done that, in a way. Because I'm annoyed. Part of me is pissed off because actually I feel that Bray Wyatt's been screwed over a little bit.
Oh God,
because
definitely.
I think finally got his hands on the title, so well deserved, and yet he's now on a show where he's not going to get anywhere near.
Well, at the moment we're on a show where they don't even have a title.
We haven't
by the
even
looks
got
of
a
things.
title. Let's face it. There's no title even being challenged for on this pay-per-view. It's a joke.
That is a joke, yeah.
I think he's been screwed over. But if they had left the title on it, then we would have presumed that Randy was going to win.
Yeah.
Because there's no way they were going to keep... There's no way you're going to have both senior titles on Raw.
Unless they sneakily had Brock Lesnar on SmackDown.
Yeah. But the fact that they've enough shows the colour of the title then.
Oh God, you look better.
The fact that they've actually got taken the title off it means that actually we don't know who's going to win, and I think this is a difficult one to call actually.
Yeah.
Very difficult one to call.
I think it's difficult as well because when, like I said, we both have no idea what this match is actually going to entail. We said we think that WWE don't. They must have some kind of plan by now. Especially, I like to just throw the shade out the window. It's Friday when we're actually filming this, and so the actual event is this Sunday. So they must have some idea, or are they doing?
They must do. They must do. I'm not. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm really interested to see this match. I'm hoping it's going to be good.
It better be good.
It's going to be I'm concerned it could be some similar thing to what they did at WrestleMania, which would be disappointing.
Well, it doesn't help as well that they seem to already lost focus of each other and focusing on other things. We've got Bray Wyatt, who's more focused on Finn Balor now.
Yeah.
And you've got Randy Orton, who's got Jinder Mahal, who has actually stolen his championship at the moment.
That's bizarre.
Well,
I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that Jinder Mahal doesn't deserve the shot.
I think it's a good thing to give him a push. Yes, be interesting to see how that storyline goes.
But the push seems to have come from nowhere. You know what I mean? Well, 2 months ago, he was Rusev's lackey.
Yeah, I would like to say the push. Yeah, I agree. The push seems like it's come from nowhere, but I understand why they have pushed him. Well, and that is more of
the push is due to merchandising opportunities
in India,
in the subcontinent, isn't it?
Yeah. I like to also point something out. Jinder Mahal, he's Canadian.
I know. It does make you laugh, doesn't it? But yeah, I think it always makes you laugh if you ever watch Total Divas. Leslie watches Total Divas, and it makes me laugh with Lana, who hasn't got a hint of a Russian accent.
No, she's American herself, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Yeah. Rusev is Bulgarian.
Rusev is from Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it does make me giggle. But yeah, so I don't know. as I say, coming back to this match, I'm hoping for a good match. I really am.
Yeah. Now, I hate to ask this because I don't know how we can answer this ourselves, but from what we think a House of Horrors match is going to be, who do you think's going to win?
I really don't know. I mean, I'd like it to be Bray Wyatt.
I feel like it's going to be Bray because
I think it should be Bray Wyatt.
Well,
but I also, the problem with it is
we don't know.
It has to be the end of the feud, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has to be, no matter what. So
it has to. So I'm just wondering how they're going to.
Will Jinder Mahal show up at Payback? That's a good question. Because I like to point out he's got hold of the championship at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think so. So.
I'm going to say.
They don't tend to.
Yeah, before we move on to our next match, by the way, the match thinks that Bray Wyatt is going to win this match anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
My SmackDown itself this week, it was the weirdest way of him taking the championship because it was like he's walking away from the championship and you're thinking, oh, nothing of it, and then you realise he's actually walking away with the championship.
Yeah.
And thinking,
got in his limousine and drove off.
He's actually took the championship.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I think it could be a good push for him. I don't dislike Jinder Mahal.
No, but it's not just that. Also, NXT Bollywood Boys been moved up to main roster by lots of things as well. So congratulations to them. So anyway, let's move on to our next match, which is actually the last of our prediction matches. It is Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. So,
we're back here again.
Hey,
it's
Fastlane.
It's SummerSlam all over again. Yeah, was it?
Well, it was also.
Lane,
it could have been SummerSlam as well. They basically
various others.
So,
actually, no. To be fair, SummerSlam was Roman versus Rusev, wasn't it?
I don't know. So, it's Roman. It's Roman getting booed by a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so who should we start? I want to start off with. We've got to start off with it. Roman Reigns. I really hate him so much more thanks to WrestleMania.
I don't hate Roman Reigns. We've had this discussion many times, haven't we?
I know.
I don't hate him. I don't think he's brilliant.
I don't think he deserved beating The Undertaker.
No.
So I like to put now
my understanding is
at the moment.
My understanding is the Undertaker asked for that match
against Roman Reigns. Out of anybody.
That's my understanding. You know.
He could have had anybody.
Yeah, but my understanding is that he asked for that, and it was on his terms. But I think you've got to remember the family that Roman comes from.
Good point. Yeah, he does come from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a family. The Rock, the Rikishi. What's his name? Tamara's dad, isn't it? Then you've got
Tamina.
The Usos now.
No, not Tamina.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Nia Jax is part of that family.
Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Nia Jax, who's the Rock's
cousin,
niece. I get confused.
Cousin.
I know the Rock's mum is very close to.
Yeah.
So this is a very, very respected family, isn't it?
Yes. It's one of the apart from the McMahons itself, I would say that's how the family is the most respected in wrestling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's up there with the Hearts, isn't it?
I think we look at it. I think most people who have I won't be surprised if most Americans think that Samoa Islands are just wrestlers at the moment.
Yeah.
They make great wrestlers and actors by the looks of things.
Yeah. So I think but I can understand why maybe The Undertaker wanted to give Roman the push.
But I feel like at the same time, whoever did have that, by the looks of things, The Undertaker is retired now.
Yeah.
That was more than likely his last match, which is heartbreaking because now we don't know what WrestleMania is going to be without that at the moment.
No.
But
it doesn't look like it's just interesting thing, it doesn't look like it's just the Undertaker's last match. It looks like it's the last time we will ever see
the Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
Oh, apart from what's it called, Hall of Fame.
They don't even think he'll return for Hall of Fame.
Oh wow.
He's actually, I'm trying to think, what is it? It's Paul. I'm trying to think what his name is now. He's from what seems to be being said, he has retired the character, and you know, he won't, which is interesting because that means that he probably won't be inducted.
But you can't. That's the thing. You can't do that. The thing is, if someone of the Undertaker's status, you can't.
It seems mad, doesn't it?
It just seems mad.
It seems mad. But it's the character that gets inducted in, not the individual, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Come on, the WWE's got to talk him out of that. The thing is, I would like to point the Hall of Fame is one of the biggest signs of respect for anything.
It is, yeah.
And the thing is, as much as he says that he wants to retire, the thing is, going in the Hall of Fame doesn't mean he's going to be activated again. No, it means you've retired the character.
Yeah.
But going back,
whether they allow him to be inducted,
and not the
which
character,
I think would be the right thing to do,
yeah,
and not the character, and therefore. But then, yeah, it'd be interesting because obviously he's never broken kayfabe, has he?
Once, and that was
giving his wife a kiss on the way out.
No, I think
this year.
He's broke it twice. Then he broke it this WrestleMania. He also broke it at Ric Flair's retirement party.
Yes.
But where he did actually, he cried, of course.
Yeah. So it'd be very nice to see him actually come out now, do some stuff on the network and actually talking about the Undertaker and stuff like that. I think it'd be amazing to see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then possibly to induct him. But I think we have to see, won't we?
The thing is,
either way, whoever beat the Undertaker in his last match was going to get booed.
Yes, the thing is,
it just happened that Roman's got it worse than most.
Yeah, the thing is, Roman took it on the chin, and I think he knew this would happen. And the thing is, he's running with it now, which is the normal person would not run with it. Either he is going down, he's going to probably have that heel turn properly because of this, but I doubt it at the moment.
He doesn't.
It's like Triple H says, why would you turn him heel when he's already getting booed by everybody?
Exactly, he doesn't need to turn heel.
Yeah,
you know,
he's already technically heel.
Yeah, well, he's doing the whole similar thing to Randy Orton and Baron Corbin, where not officially heels. They're not good guys. They're not bad guys.
They are just guys.
In his words, I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm just the guy, wasn't it? And that's what they sort of built his name around. So he doesn't need to turn heel as such.
We might as well talk a little bit about Braun Strowman as well while we're here. It's because the match has finished on here. So Braun Strowman.
What happened last week or the week before?
I want to start with the week. Well, we've got a couple of things to talk about. So first of all, what has Braun Strowman done after WrestleMania so far? So he's basically destroyed Roman Reigns and tipped an ambulance over. He has.
Let's go through. Let's go through this in order of things. He basically beats Roman Reigns up and down the arena.
Yeah.
Putting him through tables, boxes. At one point, there was a chip wrapper on his head. I quite like that. Then he walks off. They get Roman Reigns on a stretcher, on a little gurney table. He comes back, basically steals Roman Reigns and throws him off the top of a ramp.
Yeah.
Down, like a loading ramp. They then load Roman into an ambulance where Braun comes around and turns the ambulance over. I particularly like the bit where he actually stops trying to lift the ambulance and the ambulance still went up.
Yeah.
Well, was particularly interesting.
Well, anyway, let's talk about the next bits. Then the week after that, he basically takes out the Golden Truth and puts Kalisto in a dumpster. And then he basically breaks the ring with having a match with the Big Show.
where he superplexed the Big Show.
And then he stood back up.
Literally through the ring. My favourite bit of that, and I watched this over and over again because it was so funny, was watching the poor referee.
Yeah, he basically jumped and fell off.
That was brilliant.
And then we came to this week where Kalisto wants the dumpster match. By the way, Kalisto asked for this match against Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
And Braun Strowman lost.
Well,
he lost the match, but Kalisto
he
lost.
The match. I think Kalisto was the loser overall. See that basically Kalisto lost pretty much the use of most of his limbs. Yeah.
Braun Strowman, people. I'm looking forward to it. He's a great. He's more and more entertaining as it goes along. So anyway, this match. Who do you think is going to win?
I think Roman. I hope not. I don't want it to be, but I think Roman because they're pushing Roman. I
think Braun Strowman because I want him to get more of a push myself. Yeah. I want to see Brock Lesnar face Braun Strowman because I want to see a proper champion in Braun Strowman.
Do you want to know something really funny about Braun Strowman?
What? He's a geek.
Do you remember? Oh well, I know he's a geek.
Yeah,
he's hilarious at that. But do you remember what were they called? Do you remember on NXT you used to have the guy who used to come to the ring with Becky Lynch was one of these too. I'm trying to think what they called him. They used to have the people who used to follow them dancing, wearing rabbit hats and stuff like that.
Oh God, yeah, with Adam Rose.
Yeah, that's it, Adam Rose. Adam Rose and the Rosebuds.
Don't say he's the bunny.
Braun Strowman is a Rosebud.
He's a Rosebud.
He was one of the Rosebuds. Go back to the NXT where Adam Rose just came into it, the Rosebuds, and Braun Strowman. If you watch, you'll see him as one of the Rosebuds.
Great.
Dancing around, along with Becky Lynch, and what's his name? That chinless wonder who's going around.
James Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth.
Right.
But Braun Strowman was a Rosebud. I love it.
Oh, great. So anyway, mate, we actually have got one more match left in our little arsenal.
Yeah.
It is, so if people don't know, we have a CTG champion in the name of Shimmy. We need to find out who Shimmy's going to be facing. And so we are going into a 6-man tag match to see who will be going to face him in a Fatal 4-Way match. And I don't want to tell... Well, we already know 5 of them here. Who is the other person? You may be asking. So,
That's heavenly! Oh, she'll love that.
She asked me to put her into it. I thought
she did.
There is a couple more people we are going to be introducing into our well, we haven't even got a name for our division at the moment. The Craver division.
Yeah.
So if people don't know, it is going to be Ryan, Billy, and Doc versus Team Creeper and Heavenly. And I like to say we are going to be showing 2 of the walk downs.
Yeah.
Which 2 do you think we're going to be showing? Actually, we might show 3 because there's another one we haven't seen as well yet.
I don't know. I'm trying to think whose we haven't seen though. We had to rush through them, didn't we? Well, we had to rush through WrestleMania because otherwise we'd still be there.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, lucky we've got a bit more time this year.
Yeah.
This month, sorry. But so you already know we're going to be seeing Heavenly. Wait, what? One minute. Can we put Heavenly on the mic? What does she think of
No,
this?
she's downstairs. But she goes downstairs, but she's.
Oh yeah, we just saw the chat. Oh my.
OMFG, which I believe means "Oh my flipping gosh." I believe is the.
Yes, because we don't swear on this.
No, it's a PG. It's a PG show.
Gosh, I think we're more 14 at the moment.
Oh dear. So.
I don't know if she's going to be angry with me or happy with me with this.
Well, she asked.
She did ask. She did ask. That's the thing.
So she can't
really Well, we had to turn you into a guy on this one. That's the thing. You can't have a woman in the actual match.
Yeah, it's not the 1990s. This isn't the Attitude Era.
I don't know. Some of the designs on here.
WWE anymore. I love that. Makes me that like we've been watching recently, sort of like the early 2000 pay-per-views.
Yeah.
And the amount of women who just get knocked around the ring.
She can't breathe. I'd like to point out, we're doing this. She hasn't even. Well, your character hasn't even come into the ring yet. So, give it a second. We're still waiting for it to load up by the looks of things.
Yeah.
This is what happens. This is the problem when we have 6 of us in a ring. It basically, the system gets really, really ratty about it. But, you know, most of the conversation that we're having at the moment is probably going to be cut because of us waiting here. But, so, it's slowly getting there. So, come on, little ball, you can do it. This is,
So, going forward, so while we're waiting, so we've got Backlash, that will be the next one, won't it?
Yes, on the 20th of May.
A couple of weeks' time.
Yes.
And then do we know what they are going through?
I can have a quick check, actually. So, WWE
pay-per-views. So, because I'm presuming that we should have Money in the Bank soon.
Right, I'd like to say something first. There is rumours at the moment that Raw's July pay-per-view is seriously going to be called Great Balls of Fire.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah. And Brock Lesnar's first Universal defence will happen there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is that the first defence?
That would be his first defence, yeah. So it'll be
Can I point out that Naomi had her title stripped because according to Daniel Bryan, she would be unable to compete in 30 days and therefore would break the 30-day rule. And yet Brock Lesnar, it appears, doesn't have to wrestle.
Well, technically it would be 30
for like 3 months.
Yeah. Unless he competes on Monday.
Unless they're presumed, because I know he does do some house shows. Maybe they're using those. I don't know. Either way, it seems wrong.
Anyway, mate, let's get into the match because it is now loaded. So, of course, who's coming out first? Oh yeah, there's Billy. We've already seen Billy's.
Yeah, seen Billy's before.
And I think next should be Doc. Yep, Doc with his weird time travel Doctor Who style of entrance. So yeah, these next 3 are the ones that we haven't seen yet. So first of all, we have Ryan.
Right, I'm a little bit behind you.
Don't worry, you'll catch up.
Behind, I think, on the Facebook in a minute. So we've got. It's taking forever. Oh, they come out the crowd.
He's coming out the crowd, yeah.
Oh, this is Ryan coming out the crowd.
It's Ryan.
His mask.
Yeah. I thought go with a zombie mood, yeah. Make sure he's got the mask on properly, even though he takes it off when we're actually wrestling.
He's carrying a bit of timber there as well, bless him. He's carrying a bit of timber there.
No, he's all right. Don't worry about him.
Could probably do with a little bit more gym work.
Nah, he's all right. He's happy with how he's feeling. Who's next? Oh God, yeah, because we're not coming out separate, mate.
No, we're coming out together.
I think so. Yeah.
Team Creeper.
It says Team Creeper. Why has it changed? I changed this to something else. Who cares? We're coming out. There we are. Team Creeper. Have I got a championship or am I raced again? Which championship have I stolen now?
I don't know. You steal a champion every time.
I'm worse than Jinder Mahal.
Really
Wait, is that? Have I stolen? I've stolen Shimmy's championship.
Shimmy's championship.
Shimmy's gonna be pissed.
Well, you know.
Yeah. So what? It's just going to be a matter of time before that goes around my waist.
Yeah. Shimmy was chasing you around on Outlast the other night. You know this?
No? Oh yeah, I did actually. Yeah.
The guy looked like Shimmy. Who's this? Who's the cat? What's that on her head? This is brilliant.
Oh, we've lost Hanksy.
Oh, this is great.
Do you know whose entrance this is? Actually.
Downstairs.
Oh yeah, do you know whose actual entrance move that is?
That was. I'm presuming that is either Paige or AJ Lee's.
Yeah, AJ Lee's.
Yeah, AJ Lee was the first person to skip, and then Paige sort of stole it.
Yeah.
Well, on purpose. Did it to mimic her, and then it carried on.
So anyway, mate, like we said, the winning team of this will be going to face Shimmy at Backlash next month in a fatal 4-way match.
We better win.
Of course. But of course we better win. The thing is, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
But
that's outrageous.
But anyway, there was one match that we didn't actually mention while we was here. Give me a second. Anyway, yeah, sorry. There's a match that we didn't actually mention. It was the Cruiserweight Championship match. So we've got Neville facing Austin Aries again.
Austin Aries again, yeah.
So, I like that's the word, again. So, but more importantly, I want to talk a little bit about the Cruiserweight side of it, because they've, it looks like TJ Perkins has now gone heel because of this as well.
Yes. And I think it's a good move, actually. It's a good move. But yeah. Who do you think's going to win?
What, between...
I think Austin Aries might win it.
I think Austin Aries is going to win the match, but I don't think he's going to be walking out as champion.
You don't think so?
No, I think TJ Perkins is going to get himself involved.
Possibly, yeah. Possibly.
I
do. Don't get me wrong. I love this Neville run has been very good.
Oh god, yeah. I think it's this whole King of the Cruiserweights thing's been brilliant.
Yeah.
But then again, are we trying to calm him down a bit because they want to try and get him into the whole UK Championship side of things? Because they've announced that the UK Championship, they're going to be starting to air it this summer, I think they said.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think he's better than the UK Championship. That's the problem.
Yeah.
The UK Championship. There's a few of them who are good. They're like NXT good, I'd argue.
Yeah.
But then there's a lot of them who I would argue still feel more like they're town hall wrestlers. You know.
Well, it's like we had a UK Championship match this week as well on NXT. We had.
I haven't seen NXT this week.
Yeah, so it was Tyler Bates, not Tyler Bates. Is it Tyler Bates?
Yes.
Tyler Bates, versus Jack Gallagher, which people know from the Cruiserweights side of things, of course. So those two have actually faced each other. I'm not going to say who won that match because of spoilers, of course. It's kind of weird that it's been January when the tournament was, and this is the first time that we know of defended the actual championship. But then again, I think WWE has been trying to build it up. Yeah,
he has wrestled before, but I don't want to see Neville involved. I think Neville is basically. I think it's, as I say, I think if you using a football analogy, I think it's the top, the really good ones are more. They're like championship, aren't they? Yeah. Most of them feel like National League, and Neville, to be fair, is Premiership, and that's I'd say even Jack Gallagher to a point is more towards
Championship.
I'd say he's slightly too good to be.
Well, the thing is, he's brilliant in the 205 live stuff. The thing is, what match he had at was it Fastlane with Neville? That was a brilliant match. I think we was excited about it because it was two UK superstars facing each other, but it was still just being the match itself, it was still brilliant.
I wish he'd stop German suplexing it. I've got a bad back.
Don't worry about it. It gets angry.
Oh
no, this is not going to go well.
Yeah.
Oh,
I need to get to the
this is
corner.
not good for your back.
Get to the corner. Oh, no, God, I've got a bad. This explains why I've got a bad back, doesn't it? Uh-oh.
Oh, thank God Heavenly was there. I like to point out that Hanksy is a little bit behind from what's actually happening at the moment, but yeah. So I would say that I think, like you said, Austin Aries is going to be walking out as a winner, but not as the champion. But at the same time, I'm still not 100% sure who Neville could properly face at the moment in that division.
Yeah, we're all in there now.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, this is a proper Craver match, isn't it?
Descending into Anakin.
But whose hat is that? Did someone knock over someone's hat?
Whose hat?
Yeah, there's a hat on the floor.
I got a hat.
No, you don't have a hat.
Is that JBL's hat?
It's probably JBL's hat. What's he doing here?
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to we can see it already. Both Team Group are just standing out there helping themselves with Billy. You've gone onto the top. Oh, don't go up there! Don't go up there! Don't walk away with him. Who's actually the legal man? I want to know that.
I think it's me.
Oh, get around my legs. Because we can actually be counted out in this match.
Yeah. He is counted as well.
But anyway, let's talk a little bit about WrestleMania, I guess. I don't think we'll talk that much about it. So, Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Mojo Rawley is won that now.
Yeah, I was pleased with that.
With Gronk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's shown up again the night after.
He did at WrestleMania. Yeah.
What?
I was happy that that Mojo won it because the Hype Bros were being set up for a bit of a title run this year, weren't it?
Yeah.
And then obviously, you've got quite a nasty knee injury, isn't it? And then obviously it's sort of he's left on his own a little bit. So I'm glad that
they are trying to push him a little bit of singles. Yeah, the thing is, he's been a little bit quiet at the moment. He has been showing up at times because he's SmackDown, isn't he? But I'm just hoping that he doesn't rely too much on the trophy win, like Baron Corbin did at the beginning of his career in the main roster, which it did help him. The thing is, look at him now; he's up there.
So I think they're waiting for Ryder to come back, and then I think there'll be a Hype Bros run again. I don't think he's going to get a big singles push.
Yeah,
and then 3 weeks ago, if you'd have said, I think Jinder Mahal might be a #1 contender soon, I'd have probably laughed you. Yeah, all the way out the ring, but there you go.
Yeah.
So,
well, anyway, mate.
Oh, yes.
Yes, the match is over.
For the win.
So, Backlash next on the 20th. I think it's the 20th.
Yes, 20th.
Yeah, the 20th of May. It will be a Fatal 4-Way match. It will be Shimmy versus you, me, and Heavenly.
And Heavenly.
Wow.
He better not win.
I feel
Heavenly wins.
I feel slightly sorry for Billy, Doc, and Ryan a little bit.
I don't. I don't.
They have been given their shots. That's the thing. So they've had the chance. So we're all friendly at the moment, but when it comes to Backlash, we're going to be enemies. So this is the most unusual lineup I've ever seen.
It's going to be good.
So, mate, I think that's everything we've got covered, isn't it? So,
yeah. Been a good
Payback.
one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it more now than I was at the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forgot. Yeah, I think a lot of people are actually forgotten about Payback. It's this Sunday, 30th of April. I think, what match are you looking forward to the most?
I think I'll probably the American US Championship. I think.
I'm gonna say the Randy Orton Bray Wyatt, just for the fact the mystery behind it as well myself. But let's see what happens with that. But thank you everyone for joining us for our WWE Predicts. We will be back with more predictions next month. If you enjoy anything that you see here, you can always follow us on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/CraveYourGames. Like, subscribe, give us a comment. What matches are you looking forward to? What are your predictions for this as well? So, thank you, Hanksy, for joining me, mate.
No problem at all. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, everyone, for watching, and until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Seriously, it's the weirdest picture I've ever seen.
I need to screenshot that.
Go on then, quickly.
Oh, no, keep it there.
I'm keeping it there.
Keep it there.
It's still there.